Welcome to the only figure of 8 track on the F1 calendar. We're here at Suzuka for qualifying today ahead of the Japanese Grand Prix. What kind of setup will drivers be looking for around here? It's got a fair mixture of demanding corners. Is it all about finding the sweet spot in handling balance?
It's easy to make your car quick in a straight line, you just take all the downforce off. But when it comes to a track like this, you really need a bit more of a compromise. The main focus here is carrying speed through the fast-flowing corners, but you still don't want to be a sitting duck on the straight.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Impact7 and today I'm going to be playing F1 2019. This is my Make Max Verstappen Drivers World Champion Series, episode 17. We're at the Japanese Grand Prix. I'd like to thank everyone who's watching right now, really do appreciate it. Please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Okay.
Track is pretty empty right now, lots of space.
As usual, the car setup that I'll be using for this video will be in the description box down below. If any of you want to use it, feel free. This is going to be another tricky race ahead of me. As you can see, dry in qualifying. I think it's going to be intermediate conditions later on in qualifying, but what I'm really worried about is the race, which as you can see is dry through most of the race and then it's heavy rain at the end. Oh boy, more trouble. Alright, let's get out there. Here we go, qualifying 1. Coming up to the end of my lap. In qualifying 1, so far Lewis Hamilton's quickest, half a second up on Hamilton's second sector time. This could be a good lap here. DRS, and my time is 1 minute 30.7. I don't think I was too far ahead of Lewis Hamilton's time there, but that's a good one. Definitely get through to the next spot qualifying with that. Vettel's on the mediums. Let's get to the end of qualifying and see where I am. That's the end of qualifying 1 now. As you can see, Charles Leclerc is first. Sebastian Vettel is second on the mediums. I'm in third place. It's Lewis Hamilton and Pierre Gasly, my teammate, in 5th, who's also on the mediums. That's interesting. So the first 5 cars eliminated in qualifying 1 are Romain Grosjean, Kimi Raikkonen, Daniel Kvyat, George Russell and Robert Kubica. Here we go for qualifying 2 now. 2.5 tenths up on Lewis Hamilton's second sector time. Hit the cone on the inside there. Didn't get any damage to the front wing. And across the line, just lost time to Lewis Hamilton there. Once again, I should be through. Oh my days. It's like slalom right now to get away with both Magnussen and Leclerc. Almost hit Leclerc, to be honest. That's it, the qualifying 2 now. 5th place I was able to get behind my teammate. Almost a second behind Lewis. Next 5 cars eliminated qualifying 2 are Alexander Albon, Lando Norris, Nico Hulkenberg, Lance Stroll and Antonio Giovinazzi. Here we go to the pole position shootout, qualifying 3. Here we go, 11 seconds left to go in the session. My one and only fine lap. So far Vettel's quickest. Coming up to the first sector detection point. Fastest in the first sector by 2 tenths. Sebastian Vettel goes even quicker, 1 minute 29.7. What can I do for the remainder of the lap? Clip the curb on the inside, don't touch the one on the outside. Didn't run too far wide. What's my time? Almost 4 tenths up into the second sector, things are looking good. Tap the curb. Just run to the line. Oh, I missed out. First and second sectors I did so well, but in the final sector I missed out. Second place for me.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Vettel, Verstappen and Valtteri Bottas. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
I lost up so much time. It's 16.6 for the third sector. I did a 17.1, so it's all about that final sector where I lost so much time, which is straight line speed, obviously. But second place is good. Good place to start off from. That's the end of qualifying. I'd like to thank everyone who's watching right now. We do appreciate it. If you're enjoying the video so far, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment, and subscribe. Really, really appreciate my road to hopefully 700 subscribers now. Here we go to the race.
Welcome to one of this year's most challenging races, where the combination of high speed and complex corners makes this one of the drivers' favourite tracks. It's time for the Japanese Grand Prix. "18 corners make up a lap of the incredible figure-of-8 Suzuka circuit, with 10 to the right and 8 to the left, for a distance of 3.6 miles. Average lap speeds around here are fairly quick. If it stays dry, then expect somewhere in the region of 136 miles per hour. Anthony Davidson, a lot of talented drivers out on the track today, but what will stand out for you?
Well, Crofty, my focus is 100% on the front of the grid. Like you said, we're seeing lots of strong competition across those positions, so it would be super interesting to see the fight for that front spot. Personally speaking, I'm hoping for plenty of overtakes.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Hamilton, Charles Leclerc and Gasly, Sainz, Perez, Ricciardo and Kevin Magnussen, Albon, Norris, Nico Hülkenberg and Stroll, Giovinazzi, Grosjean, Kimi Raikkonen and Daniel Kvyat. Russell and Robert Kubica takes the last spot on the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Here we are on the grid for the Japanese Grand Prix. We're in second place. So 27 laps. 10 laps on the current soft tyres, moving over to the mediums for 17 laps. As you can see, session forecast is going to be raining at some point later on in the session. Okay, so it says I've got 30 laps of fuel on board the car. Don't want that, so reduce that to about 10. Alright, let's see. Hopefully I can get ahead of Vettel on the first lap and then just try and pull away. Here we go. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, so we are racing! I almost have let go of the clutch too early there. And as usual, get swamped by everyone. Go try and cover off Hamilton. Got hit by someone. I think that was the Leclerc. Now let's see if I can keep with these two guys up front. It's supposed to be raining later on in this race here. Oh, I hit the braking board there. My apologies. Oh, Gasly's in 4th place. That's good for Red Bull there. Right now, the car's not feeling very good. Don't have a very good front end right now. Doesn't want to turn in. I'm hoping it's just the fact that the tyres haven't really...
Okay, we're through the start phase. Now let's build on it.
I'm just hoping the tyres haven't really warmed up. That's my thinking right now. Because if this is the case, and this is how the car's going to be throughout this first stint, it's not very encouraging. So that's a 1 minute 33.9 from Vettel. I did a 1 minute 35. That's not very good. Now this is the sector where I need to be catching up to these guys. But right now I don't really have much confidence in the car. Now the real difference is the fact that the car is full of fuel compared to in qualifying where it's barely got any. Lewis Hamilton's going quite slowly because he's got quite a queue behind him, so I'm not too sure what's going on with him. But it does seem like he's holding up the cars behind him, which is good. He's a driver championship leader. We need some misfortune to happen to him. But misfortune seemingly happened to him in Singapore, and we all know how that ended. For me at least. I was unfortunately passed by him anyway. Does my teammate has a higher top speed than me? No, he's relatively the same, because it seems like for some reason he has a higher top speed than me all the time. Not too sure why, but it seems like now virtually even. DRS should be activated this lap, I think. 1 minute 33.
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
I did 1 minute 34.0. That's clearly not good enough. These tyres do not feel good. They really, really don't. Has a lift off there going through that corner. Hoping I could attack Vettel for the win, but I may have to recalibrate my thinking here. Looks like a podium is the best thing I can hope for right now. Even though my teammate, I think, might have something to say about that. Looks like Force India's passed Hamilton, so Hamilton's not having a good day. Looks like I'm just slightly pulling away from my teammate now, which is something I need to do, to be honest.
Reduce the ERS deployment, please. We need to charge the battery.
He's just outside the DRS detection zone, which is just what I needed. We're on lap 6 now. The teammate's getting ever closer to me. Tyres are starting to go off a bit. Lewis Hamilton's falling further and further down the grid. Definitely got an issue. Not too sure what it is though. Sebastian Vettel's pulled away from Valtteri Bottas. Low on fuel and ERS, so I'm going to try and save both through this section here. It's a 50% race. As usual, I restrict myself to only 2 flashbacks. Haven't needed or used any so far. Oh, going run wide. If I carry on driving like that, I may need one soon. I'm close, hanging around. Pit stop information.
Okay, you only have to stop once now. One stop left. Pit window will open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps.
Okay. I think Hamilton's at the back of the field. I think he might have pitted for some reason.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Okay, we're on lap 8 now. I'd like to thank everyone who's watching right now. We do appreciate it. If you're enjoying the race so far, please don't forget to hit that like button. Share, comment and subscribe. Really, really appreciate it. Driver behind.
Pierre is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 1.3 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 7 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 35.3.
1 minute 35.3 is time. My line through that chicane was horrible. 1 minute 35.0 my time.
That's Pierre behind. The gap behind us is 1.3 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:35.1.
And I was still quicker. Okay. Driver in front.
Bottas ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 2.2 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 34.9. You're falling back by 1/10 a lap. Okay, gap ahead is 2.3 seconds.
Okay, that's not bad. Only falling back by a 1/10 or so. Looks like the rain's gonna come any second now, unfortunately. Actually, scratch that, it's happening right now. Just what I needed. In case you're all wondering, that's sarcasm, by the way. Oh boy. The AI are just monstrous in the wet conditions. It's not even fair. Teammate caught up rather quickly.
We want to pit this lap, so push now.
Teammate, you're gonna have to go around the outside. But that's not gonna happen. Leclerc's right behind me as well as my teammate. Is there really much point pitting right now? Might be better to just hold off a bit. Let's see if intermediates are necessary.
Light rain for another 10 minutes, then we'll see a transition into heavy rain conditions. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Okay. But for how much longer? Because I'm more than happy to go around for another 2 more laps if it means I only need to come in once for inters. Put that in rich. How are my tyres looking?
We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
I don't think my tyres will last.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
I would have liked to have stayed out, but my tyres won't last. Let's dive into the pits. Go!
Go now.
Oh my days, held me up for some reason. 2.4. Not bad. Not the greatest time though.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Able to get out ahead of Albon, which is nice. Feels good to be on a fresh set of tyres, that's for sure. Can't be sliding around a bit. Trying to be a bit more cautious. Got 16 laps left to go. Is it too much to ask to have just a completely dry weekend qualifying in the race? Is it just too much to ask? I mean, come on, man. 3 races in a row where there's been some sort of rain. Oh my days. Pulling away nicely from Albon.
Pierre is in the pits.
Pierre's in the pits and Leclerc's carrying on. Ricardo's dived into the pitch, which is good for me. I don't have to worry about trying to pass him.
Gap to car in front is 12.2 seconds.
It's going to be very close between me and my teammate. There he is. Just got ahead of him. Just. By the minutest of distances, I got ahead of him. Weather report.
Heavy rain arriving in under 10 minutes. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
It's raining, yet dries are the best tyres. Hilarious. Ran a bit wide. Quite a few cars behind my teammate. I'm thinking they haven't pitted yet. Kind of surprised DRS hasn't been deactivated yet. Does it get DRS here? Yes, he does.
Catching the car ahead, but be aware that these tyres need to last till the end of the race.
We're catching Bottas. Now that's surprising news. Oh, and a bit wide. Oh, my days, almost lost it completely. And wide again. Really struggling. Tyre status.
Say that again, we're having trouble receiving.
Tyre status.
Okay, even though we're seeing cars struggle in these conditions, if we pit for inters now, we're going to be too slow and we'll burn them out. Make the best of it for the time being.
Oh, great. Going slowly now, to be honest. No DRS for my teammate.
Reduce the ERS deployment, please. We need to charge the battery.
Put my car right where I need to put it. Oh, ran a bit wide. Looking up to the end of lap 14 now. I've just had a strategy change here. Going to be putting on the inters, which I, to be honest, should have been on a couple of laps ago, to be honest. How comes he's got no DRS here, but then he's got it down the straight?
Pit now.
Kind of surprising. I thought he would have had DRS. Oh, I don't think I'm going to make the corner. Nope. So I'm just going to carefully go over it. 5-second penalty. Nope, not taking it. Flashback, please. I definitely wasn't going to make the corner. But as you can see, the AI is not struggling at all in these conditions. But I certainly am.
Okay, you're in his dirty air. Get past him. Release, release.
Very smart from Leclerc here, able to stretch out his first stint. And now he's right up with his teammate now for first place, whereas my teammate hasn't pitted yet.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
So now he's going round on those dry tyres in these conditions, so I should be able to catch up to him rather quickly here. Everyone should. He should be losing a lot of time. This will be a good test to see whether the AI is actually affected in wet conditions.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled.
Teammate.
We're trailing our teammate by 18.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in second. The time last lap was a 1:43.1.
Okay. Teammate.
Didn't catch that. Say again.
I want to see the gap between me and my teammate before he dives into the pits.
Say
Teammate.
again, you're breaking up. Gap to teammate ahead is 16.2 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. The time last lap was a 1:43.1.
Okay, so I did close the gap on him. Good. I should be further down the road, which I am now. Was able to gain a few tenths on him, a few seconds I should say. So I am currently in 4th place, even though when I pitted for the first time I was in 3rd. That was all because of the, as far as I can see, strategic genius on Leclerc's part and his team to stay out, which is something I wanted to do, but I just didn't have the tyres to do so.
Bottas is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 3.9 seconds. They're on fresh inters. Their tyres are 1 lap old. The time last lap was a 2.6.0. 7 seconds up on you.
I'm on lap 18 now. Still in 4th place, though I don't think I'm going to be in 4th place for long, considering my teammates just catching up to me really quickly. And I think whatever racing points behind my teammate will catch up to me soon as well. I'm just really struggling in these conditions, as I did in Singapore and in Russia. Just really struggling.
We're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
Okay. I think the place where I'm losing the most time is during these slow corners. Like that hairpin I just went through, and in the final chicane. Lewis Hamilton's recovered nicely. He's only 3 places behind me.
In front.
Yeah, Leclerc, very nice strategy on his part. Teammates catching up. Oh, whoa. I think it's heavy rain now. Weather forecast.
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
Weather forecast.
Repeat that. There's interference.
Oh, come on, man. How much money is spent creating these cars and you can't get a decent radio? Weather forecast.
There's static over the radio. Say again.
Well, I guess because it's heavy rain, I guess that could explain it, but still.
The heavy rain will pass in about 5 minutes. We'll then be working with light rain conditions. Inters and wets will probably have similar pace at the moment.
Okay. Teammates caught up to me.
Okay, I think it's about time for the full wets, don't you? Some of those puddles are getting a bit deep.
Oh boy.
Understood, stopping this lap.
Okay, let's see what happens. Whoa! Full wets.
Pierre is in for his stop.
I'm in as well, and I want more downforce.
Go, exit now. We're racing on the exit. Exit now.
Took a while for me to get going. I think a couple other cars are getting wets as well. For once, my engineer actually does me a solid here. Calls me in right when I needed to. And just as I'm about to go through the pit as well. Not too sure how my drive setup is going to do on these extremely heavy rained track here. It's not too bad right now. I did get quite a bit more front wing on, which put a bit more downforce on the car. Now my teammate's behind the Force India. He's on the inters. Kind of surprised about that one, because the rain's really beating down. fuel went off. Illegal time gain. I've never seen that before. Huh. Learn something new every day. I've never got that one before.
Okay, intermediate tyres seem to be the right choice for the current conditions. I think we should pit to change over.
Leave me alone, please. Maybe I should have stayed on the inters, but I'm just gonna stick to the wets right now. Oh, didn't mean to go into overtake.
Heavy rain will pass in 5 minutes and will be replaced by light rain conditions.
Okay. Here's Vettel. Oh, really, Vettel? Really? Look at me skidding around the corner with Sebastian Vettel.
Pierre is in the pits.
And there's no damage. That's surprising. Who's in first place then? Here's Vettel. Who's in first? Did it say Pierre Gasly's in the pits again? Wow. And Force India was in the pits as well. Not too sure why he's in the pits again. Oh, flashback. Now I get a flashback. Not when I'm going around the corner with Vettel. But when I actually get a time penalty. Unbelievable. I think right now I'm in second place. If I can hold out, this will be an amazing result.
Our gap behind is 8.8 seconds.
Don't think I'm going to hold out against Bottas though. I think he's just too quick. Third place? Possibly. Just 6 laps left to go. It's about to be 5. Got no more flashbacks, so anything that happens now sticks. While it's raining, I despise this corner. This chicane. All the slow corners when it's raining is really annoying. We're on lap 24 now. Just 3 laps left to go. Got Bottas catching up right behind me now. If I can keep him behind me, that'd be an amazing result. To tell you the truth, 4th place would be good as well, considering how poorly I normally do in the wet. My main focus right now is to just stay on the track. Not to do anything silly. For some reason, I'm not too sure why, the racing point that was right behind me, Hamilton as well as my teammate, decided to pit again. Which is why they're so far behind me now. Okay, let me pause it here. Let's have a quick look, because there have been a lot of different strategic moves here. So Leclerc's only had 2 pit stops, and he's currently in first place. That's the reason why. Sebastian Vettel's had 4 stops. 4. 2 what he's done, he's changed to 2 intermediate tyres and moved over to the wets. I've done 3 stops. Valtteri Bottas has done 4, same as Vettel. Lando Norris has done 2 stops, same as Leclerc. Unfortunately for him, he's got some sort of mechanical issue, which is why he's slow right now. And then Sergio Perez, Pierre Gasly, my teammate, and Hamilton all had to pit again. Now, from what I can see here, they pitted on the intermediate tyres. When my teammate pitted the same lap as I did, he put on another set of inters. And then the next time lap round, he went onto the wets. So for me, I went straight to the wets, whereas my teammate went on the inters. then went on to the wet, same as Perez, same as Hamilton. So it's been all over the place, this race, to be honest. Looks like Bottas is getting very agitated here. Just wants to get by, which is fair enough, I can understand that, but I don't really want to oblige, but with the pace the Mercedes has...
The radar's showing a clear patch on its way. There's about 10 more minutes of this rain.
I'm not just going to give it to him for free. All going to run wide.
We've been awarded a time
Oh, come
penalty.
on!
We'll go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
That wasn't... I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, seeing as though that's the case, I'm not going to fight him anymore. That's really annoying. I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to go wide. No point fighting him, I'll just waste time now. No way I can
There's
get...
3 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, the gap behind is 15.1 seconds.
No way I can get a 3-second gap on Bottas, so... just settle for 4th. Look, he's not really getting away from me here, so during this section... I'm actually doing good, and then it's when we get to particularly the final sector, he just pulls away from me. Good thing is, I'll be ahead of my teammate, and I'll be ahead of Hamilton. So not too bad, I guess. There's 2 more laps to go. Anyhow, I don't finish ahead of those 2 that I just mentioned, I'm going to be so upset. Whoa! Do you see that? The back end just snapped out on me. I had to correct it and almost went off. Look who's out of the race! Oh my lord, it's a miracle! Oh my god, I'm back on the podium! Oh my days! Leclerc, he was leading the race, he was just destroying everyone. Had the best strategy of all of us. Is out of the race. Oh my goodness. I don't believe it. That's unbelievable right there. Unbelievable, Leclerc. He must be feeling the exact same way he felt when he lost the win in Bahrain in real life. Unbelievable. If you could see Leclerc's avatar in the game right now, you'd probably be seeing steam coming off of him. He'd be so angry. The rain wouldn't even be able to touch him. It instantly dissolve.
Okay, clear.
Instantly evaporate. With how angry he would be.
Okay, gap ahead is 5.3 seconds.
Don't care. Just trying to get to the end of the race. Oh my days. This will be a miracle. An absolute miracle. If I'm able to finish on the podium in these conditions. Oh, back end. My teammate still hasn't gotten past the Force India. Oh my good. Oh, wow, I said Force India. Racing point, my bad. Still hasn't got by the racing point yet. I'm hoping, I'm praying.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
That the next race, which I think is Mexico, is dry. I really am hoping that it's dry. I'm tired of the rain, man. I really am. I'm having a feeling that we still got Brazil to do. I know that's going to be a track where it could possibly rain. I know Abu Dhabi, there shouldn't be any chance of rain there. Possibly the United States as well, but definitely Brazil. Always seems to rain there.
Final lap of the race.
Final lap of the race. Turn everything down. Don't need speed. In 3rd place, thanks to the very nicely wrapped gift that Leclerc gave me. Didn't think it'd turn out like this. I made the right strategy when I dived into the pits and put on the wets instead of another set of the inters. Instead of the wets, because I was on the softs and then the mediums. Whoa. Hold on, how did it go? Yeah, I was on the inters, mediums, inters, then wets, yeah.
The gap behind us is 15.2 seconds.
Didn't go on the second set of the inters. Norris is still in 4th place, he's done really well. Oh, he's got Hamilton right behind him though. Can he stop Hamilton from passing him on the final lap? But I don't care about Norris.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Vettel wins, well done to him. What an amazing miracle this is. With how terrible I am in the wet compared to the AI. Oh my days. About to come through to gain 3rd position on the podium. I'll take it. Yes.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
That's a fantastic performance from Ferrari. It hardly looked in doubt. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
It's a heroic effort for any driver to race in conditions like these, and seeing them fight their way to the front was very special indeed. They were able to find all the grip, all the good lines, and had the confidence to get on the power to top it all off. That's what pushed them into 1st place here today.
Here come our winners now. A thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again.
Where's the rain? Where's the rain? It's supposed to be pouring down heavy rain. All of a sudden it's dried up in a matter of seconds. Wow.
Let's have a quick look at how the drivers' standings have changed. Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that lead has taken a bit of a knock today. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Well, there's no question in my mind, it has to go to George Russell. What a performance. He's got every right to be proud of what he accomplished out there today.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
And that's going to be the end of this live stream. Valtteri Bottas is within 29 points of his teammate now, so it's getting closer. Thank you very much everyone who's watched. Really do appreciate it. If you want to keep up to date with my latest information, please follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Discord. Links will, as usual, are in the description box down below. Aside from that, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you all have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow for my next race, which I believe is the Mexico Grand Prix. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day everyone. Laters.